Hi everyone, I'm Ryan O'Hara, and today I want to talk to you about giving power back to buyers. Something happened over the past 10 years where we've been fooled into following sales reps and listening to their terms. They cold email us. They cold call us. They interrupt my employees from working. I use their deal room software when I'm working a deal, and I have to look at their documents and follow their terms, even though I'm the one with the purchasing power. The power dynamic has completely been thrown off, and it's time that we take a stand and get it back. Pitchfire 2.0 is all about giving companies the power of having a procurement department without the red tape. I'm going to show you 3 major product updates that we have and how they're going to change things in helping buyers and sellers come together. All right, let's start with our new inbox plugin. Today we have a Chrome plugin that you can use to send people to Pitchfire in one click. If you use Outlook, you can use our Outlook plugin. And we have a Gmail plugin that is kind of our original old product. You could keep using that for mobile. It's great for the Gmail app if you get a cold email or something. But what we're trying to do is set it so that anytime that someone cold prospects anyone at your company, you could send them to Pitchfire and say, nope, I'm not talking to you unless you go through Pitchfire. And the cool part is we charge them money to sell to your company. When we charge them money, 1 in 84 of those vendors will pay. The rest will say, oh, I'm not going to pay, I'm going to leave, which cuts down the interruptions that you have. But because you replied to them initially, you get pulled out of their automation and they stop selling to you. There's a problem with this. Most people that sign up for Pitchfire today are signing up as individuals. They're not signing up as companies, which might sound great, but if I'm trying to sell to John Smith at Acme and John Smith sends me to Pitchfire and I'm a vendor, I'm going to be like, no, I'm just going to go hit up Ashley Smith at this company instead. Apparently the Smith family works there. I should have thought that through better. Doesn't matter, you get the example, right? Because of this, we need to have a united front and we need to centralize everything. So starting today on Pitchfire, we have invented a vendor intake form for all vendors that want to sell to your company. This is not an RFP. This is where you send all prospecting. A vendor can go to your company page, pick what department they want to sell to, and set a bounty for what they want to offer that department to get back to them. And then we'll go notify your department and let them know that there's a pitch there. The first person to come in and answer that pitch will get rewarded for using your procurement system for answering that vendor, instead of going through their inbox or using a phone or going on LinkedIn or dealing with text messages. You get the idea. Every time that someone uses our inbox plugins that we talked about earlier, it's going to send people to this intake form. Now here's the best part. Over the past 3 years, we've been fighting a war where all these sales reps are using AI to spam you with nukes, and we have been using a BB gun. You hit one message at a time in your inbox and send someone to Pitchfire. Well, we're going to start using AI now. Starting today, we're going to be rolling out in private beta for Teams only. This is for Teams only, by the way. A new inbox application that will go and run a script and route your emails to Pitchfire automatically if we detect they're a cold email. We're going to still have some that will slip through the cracks, but we'll go look at the language, understand the structure of it, and send that person to Pitchfire with a reply, which will kick you out of the thread. And if they pitch you, we'll notify you over email. We're also going to be building other features to keep your inbox clean. So like marketing emails, transactional emails can get sent to alternative folders if you'd like also. And if you're uncomfortable with us reading your emails because we're a company, you can put in your own AI API key to do it instead. We'll still provide you the script. The automatic reply, or as we call it, pitch firewall, is only available to Teams. So if you're interested, you gotta get on a team account with us. So those are the first 2 big updates. A vendor intake form that you will send people will replace your profile on Pitchfire and allow everybody at your department to get back to that salesperson. And our AI cold email detection software that we're adding into everyone's inbox that's on a team account. Now there's one more big change that's happening in Pitchfire. Before I go into this, I want to tell you a quick story. A couple years ago, I needed to get a new car. The car that I had been on its last legs, had gotten over 200,000 miles on it, and it was time. And I knew I wanted to get a Subaru, but I didn't want to buy a brand new Subaru. I wanted to buy something that was a couple years old. Anyway, long story short, I found a Subaru Impreza on Facebook Marketplace. I found the owner, I sent them a message, and we went back and forth and exchanged a bunch of information. And I Googled and read everything else about the car, things I might need to be concerned about, what it comes with. 4 days later, I drove over there and I tried the car and test drove it and I bought it. No Zoom meeting, no pamphlets, no PDFs, no deal room thing that I got invited to. All that stuff was done over chat, and it made me realize something. This is what buying should be like when you buy software. I shouldn't have to go hop on a Zoom with somebody to go look at a product. In fact, we see LinkedIn videos all the time making fun of this very idea. And so I started to put on my lab coat and research and talk to people. And you won't believe this. Did you know the average B2B decision maker is either a millennial or Gen Z? 71% of decision makers are in that category. These are people that break up with their boyfriends and girlfriends over text. These are people that send emails to resign to people instead of telling them to their face. These are digital people. So why are we making them go into a meeting with a stranger? Especially when you consider that 45% of the workforce are introverts and don't like talking to strangers. Today, we're merging the concept of a response on Pitchfire and a meeting into something new. It's called a conversation. This will be your centralized repo for all vendor communication. If you have a vendor you're already paying a contract with, you can talk to them on here. If someone cold emails you and you send them the Pitchfire, when they send you your pitch, it will be on this interface. You get paid to respond initially to the first response that comes in, and then all you have to do is get back to that vendor every 7 days, and if you do, at the 30-day mark, we recharge the vendor to keep the chat open. And we want your employees to use your process, not the sales rep's process, for evaluating and using that vendor. There's no use in talking to a vendor over email or over the phone. You could still do meetings inside Pitchfire, but this new chat interface is going to be your centralized place where you'll do all your vendor communication. Fight back the machines and cut down the amount of cold calls, cold emails, LinkedIn messages that you get, while cutting down rogue spending for your company, and get less interruptions in your inbox and help that stay organized using AI. We're really excited about what's next. We'll talk to you later.
Pitchfire!